While there's been quite a few anthologies made up by just glomming a bunch of short stories together from the internet, intended anthologies from start to finish are a rare commodity these days. Classics like Creepshow, Tales from the Dark Side, Asylum, and Tales from the Crypt, though, are some of my favorite films as they offered up such a wide variety of horrors in one sitting. Well, a talented group of Hispanic filmmakers have banded together to make an anthology delivering some very potent horrors in Satanic Hispanics. Let's check it out. Welcome back to ML Miller Frights. I'm ML Miller. Before we begin, please do me a favor and punch that like button down below. Share this video with all of your social media addicted pals. Click subscribe to this channel and ring that bell for notifications. Satanic Hispanics is new in select theaters and coming soon to on-demand and digital download from Dread and Epic Pictures. It's directed by Mike Mendez, Demián Rugna, Eduardo Sánchez, Gigi Saul Guerrero, and Alejandro Brugués. It's written by Alejandro Mendez, Demián Rugna, Adam Cesare, Shadan Saul, Raynor Shima, Pete Barnstrom, and Lino Villa. A mysterious man, only known as the Traveler, played by Napoleon Dynamite's Efren Ramirez, is the only survivor of a massacre raided by the police. Once in custody, the Traveler recounts a handful of stories to a pair of investigators, played by Greg Grunberg and Sonia Eddy. This is the wraparound for Satanic Hispanics by Big Ass Spiders' Mike Mendez. Doing the wraparound in an anthology is no easy task, as one has to bend and mold this connective tissue to make the entire anthology work. But as the Traveler reveals his history and the stories of others, it's evident that Mendez is having a blast making it all work together. The rest of the stories are varied and strange, so let's get into them. Tambien lo vi, or Saw It Too, or maybe Did You See It, which is what the lead of the segment says numerous times throughout the short, is a wonderfully warped bit from the director responsible for his own anthology of shorts, Terrified. As with that film, this segment deals with portals to other dimensions. A reclusive man plans to go to a Rubik's Cube solving competition, but gets distracted by utilizing his cube-solving technique with lights in order to break the barrier between the living and the dead. The short is one of the longer segments and really gets into some good character moments for multiple characters. Also, as with Terrified, director Demián Rugna delivers some very solid scares and thrills along the way. This is one of the stronger segments and begins the anthology with a bang. Next up is a comedic tale called El Vampiro about a vampire who decides to go out on the town but fails to take daylight savings time into consideration. Hemke Madera is fantastic as the lead vampire as he hastily bumbles his way back to his coffin, encountering all sorts of obstacles in his way. Back at home, his vampire wife, played by the Mummy's Patricia Velasquez, is equally good as she chides the lost vampire over the phone. The story ends comically, but with some surprising depth. I really love this charming installment by Blair Witch Project's Eduardo Sánchez. Gigi Saul Guerrero, who made her debut last year with Blumhouse's Bingo Hell, offers up Nahueles, a tale about a wanted man attempting to escape what looks to be a bruja, or a Mexican witch. Once in the witch's clutches, some gory things start going on. I like the pace of this segment and the tension leading up to the wanted man's capture, but overall, Nahueles is the outlier of Satanic Hispanics, as it seems to take itself way too seriously than the rest of the offerings. The serious tone is done capably, it just doesn't fit in with the other stories as well as it's relatively humorless, though it does deliver some potent gore. The final installment is Comic Gold by Alejandro Brugués, the filmmaker who brought you Juan of the Dead. A group of people are cursed by a demon, and the only weapon that can stand up to it is the Hammer of Zanzibar, which happens to be the title of this hilarious segment. Every minute of this segment made me chuckle and titter, and I don't want to reveal a lot about it here, But once the Hammer of Zanzibar is revealed and the song I'm Gonna Kill You starts, I was reeling back in my chair with laughter. This is one gory, gross out, and just plain wrong segment that really does a great job capping off the entire anthology. But wait, Mike Mendez ends the film with the ending of the Traveler storyline as the Saint of Killers finds his way to the police station and goes on a bloody rampage. It's over-the-top violence that really ends the film with a potent punch. Overall, Satanic Hispanics is an extremely powerful anthology. It highlights some very talented folks from across the border and makes me hope a sequel will be on the way featuring more Hispanic talent. As is, Satanic Hispanics delivers everything you'd want in a popcorn horror movie. It's not meant to cause nightmares, though there are some downright scary moments, but it does intentionally leave its mark with over-the-top laughs and copious gore. Don't miss it.
You're doomed to live the life you're meant to be, stuck inside your reality.